Alright, I think we're live. How's it going, everybody? My name is Josh from Adjective Noun Gaming. I'm a fairly new, channel, I guess is what you'd call it, that just started fairly recently. I think we started in December. But since then, we've done a couple different things. We've done some Stardew Valley playthroughs called Sunset and Stardew. Lately, we've been doing Phoenix Wright. We've been doing Far Cry New Dawn. But anyway, we are here because of Giant Bomb Community Endurance Run, GBCER 2019. That's right. This is my first year doing this, so I'm just a little bit nervous. I'm usually doing recorded videos rather than doing live streams. I do live streams here and there. But anyway, I'm going to be doing some Sega Genesis games today on Steam. There's a lot of different games on here that I've added over the years through like buying various collections and things like that. And then a lot of these games can be modded as well, but I figured we'd just start with something nice and easy to get the stream rolling, which is probably my favorite Sega Genesis game of all time, Streets of Rage 2. So I'm going to check in on the chat while this game boots up here. This game has one of my favorite soundtracks of all time on it as well. Alright, but yeah, let's go ahead and get started on this here. I usually go with max when I do playthroughs of this. Like, if you don't know anything about my channel, which I'm assuming you don't, we don't do a whole lot of retro stuff. We usually do a lot more modern stuff, but we do have a new series that we've done one episode for called Sega Saturdays. So this is kind of like Sega Saturdays except on Sunday. So yeah, welcome to Sega Sunday Live for the Giant Bomb Community Endurance Run. Yeah, Max is moving a little bit slow compared to other characters in these games usually do. Before the stream started, I was actually going through and playing some other beat-em-ups from the Sega Genesis era. I was playing a little bit of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, something, I can't remember the name of it, something Stone Heist, but yeah, that's one of the mods for the games in this. So the way mods work, I don't know if any of you have ever messed around with the Steam Workshop, but it's a hell of a thing. It's really cool. They've just started adding full Sega Genesis games as mods within other games in the collection. So we can get into some of that before the end of the stream here. But yeah, I figured I'd start out with this one, because for me, I was talking about this on my Sega Saturdays video recently, that not a lot of people point to the Sega Genesis as one of their favorite consoles. I mean, I know a lot of people like Sonic and Altered Beast and things like that, but it was the first game system that I ever had as a kid. So I think it's special to me for that reason. But yeah, there's some really good games on the Genesis if you look hard enough sometimes. Like Streets of Rage 2 is my favorite. Like, it's in probably my top 20 games of all time. Definitely my favorite Sega Genesis game. These guys always fuck me up. But I'm also a fan of like Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is probably my favorite one. First one's, you know, fine. It's classic, but But anyway, yeah, we raised the $100. Well, I think we're sitting at $105 now for my personal donation campaign, which is very great. So thank you to everybody who donated for that. Feel free to donate more if you're able, but otherwise I just appreciate the views and the chance to do something cool for Pencils of Promise, which is the charity that we're doing this for today. And then, yeah, just have a chance to maybe if some of you want to come by and check out my channel at some point. Again, we're called Adjective, Noun Gaming. I do a lot of the streams and posts, and then I have my friend Buddy Ben that does stuff with me. I have Aaron who does Final Fridays with me, which is a Final Fantasy V series that we have going on right now. And then my lovely fiancée Christa. Currently we're doing that Phoenix Wright Let's Play called Objection, and we just got the trilogy on Steam. And so that's what we've been playing through lately, and I think we might have a new episode of that coming up this week. Episode 1 is up on the channel right now. I'm going to check in with the chat again real quick and make sure everything's up and running. So I'm sorry if anybody's asking me any questions and I can't see them, because I don't really have a way to check here. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. So it's on Explosive Runs. I'm checking on there. That's where a lot of the side community stuff is. It's not on the main Giant Bomb website, and I'm not seeing it on Explosive Runs yet, but we should be up and running here on my personal Twitch channel. Okay. Get a little bit more comfortable here. So yeah, that in that last Sega Saturdays video that I did, I spent a lot of time going through the mods that the Steam Workshop has uploaded for this, and like I said, it's a very impressive community of people working to preserve some Sega Genesis games, which get overlooked a lot of times, because at some point the Sega Genesis just became a dump for licensed movie games especially, and just random property games. So like earlier I was playing like the Gargoyles game based on the Gargoyles children's cartoon, which I guess I shouldn't even say. It's technically a children's cartoon, but it's actually pretty dark. I've gone back and watched it as an adult, and yeah, some of those kids shows we watched when we were younger sure have a lot of adult themes, and they're pretty dark, honestly, but they still hold up. And then, like I said, I was playing that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one, and that still holds up. I'm a sucker for like side-scrolling beat-em-ups, so of course Streets of Rage series, Golden Axe series. And then here in a little bit, I'm going to play through a little bit of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie game, which is a mod that somebody uploaded. Okay, I killed Electra. So here we go, on to the next part. This next boss fight can be a little bit tough. Oh boy, yeah, especially when he grabs you and throws you like that. I'm just like stuck in the corner, that's cool. Oh boy. Okay. Alright, got him down. Ah, music in this is so good. Yeah, I'm going to keep checking in to see if I'm up and running on any of the Giant Bomb stuff here. This level can be a real bitch because there's these people that'll just, yeah, just come out from the sides of the screen like that, and then there's guys on like dirt bikes, if I remember right. So let's see here. Oh yeah, these dirt bike guys kill me every time. Yeah, oh my god, these dirt bike guys are the worst. Alright. Eventually they start hopping off the dirt bikes and you have to fight them also. I'm so used to jumping through this level because sometimes you can jump over the dirt bike guys as they go by. Ah, didn't jump in time. See, yeah, Max, the nice thing about him is he's got a lot of power behind his punches, but he's very slow. So let's see here. Oh boy, yep, and then they start jumping off. Oh boy, oh, okay. I thought, oh, missed that. Oh shit, he still got me. Oh man, you could, I didn't even know, after all these years of playing this game, I didn't know you could punch the bikes out of the air. That's so dope. Oh, and you can hit the guys off the bike, but then you still get hit by the bike. Oh, hey, Alex. My friend Alex is in the comments. He says hi. Hi, Alex. How's it going? I'm trying to keep track of all these different things here. I can see my Twitch chat because I have it up on my phone, and then I have the Explosive Runs Giant Bomb page, and then Giant Bomb's actual Community Endurance Run live stream page up, too. I'm trying to switch back and forth between checking all these. But yeah, my buddy Alex, he and I, this past Friday, just did a Far Cry New Dawn live stream for about 2 hours. We tried to upload that archive last night, and because it was 2 hours, it took a while to get it edited and processed and everything. So we're hoping to have that up by the end of the day today or tomorrow. And then Alex and I will also be doing another live stream this Friday for Destiny 2. He and I talked during the Far Cry stream about how we've both been wanting to go back and revisit Destiny 2. So we'll be doing that this coming Friday at 8 o'clock Eastern. So if any of you want to tune in for that, that'd be cool. My fiance Christa says, hi, babe. And Alex says, pretty good watching Game of Thrones to get ready for tonight. Oh, yeah. So anybody that watches Game of Thrones knows that tonight's the big night. The first episode of the last season of Game of Thrones. I don't remember the last time that a show was this big. I never watched, like, The Sopranos or any of those other HBO shows, but that's the last time I remember there being a show this big. And then, for me personally, I think the last show that I was really looking forward to the finale with this much anticipation was probably Lost. And I've never gone back and watched the Lost finale again after all these years, but I remember not liking it at the time. I also had a lot of technical difficulties when I was watching it, because I was trying to watch it with my parents' shitty cable. And it was like storming that night and it kept cutting out, so it was hard to watch it. But yeah, Lost was a good TV show up until the last couple seasons, and I think they just tried to do too much with it. And they told us ahead of time, they're like, look, like, all your questions aren't going to get answered probably, and they sure didn't. But it's been years since I've watched Lost, so I can't talk too much about it, or at least, you know, I'm not too informed on it anymore. But yeah, I'm very much looking forward to the end of Game of Thrones. I think it'll be, I'm hoping at least that it'll be good. But yeah, if you just joined us, we're playing Streets of Rage 2. My favorite Sega Genesis game of all time. Figured there's no better way to start the stream than by doing this. And I think next we're going to take a look at the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie game. And I say movie game very, you know, because they made so many licensed movie games for the Sega Genesis. Some of them good, a lot of them not, but, you know, I was a kid, didn't know any better. Alright, I think I'm gonna... This guy's a really tough boss. Yeah, he floats a lot. Yep, and then he does this dive thing. And then it's like, they hadn't quite figured out how to make it to where you can tell, like, where he's, like, if you're, like, standing in the same lane as him, if that makes any sense. You can kind of see his shadow on the ground there as, like, a giveaway. And doing this dive kick, Max's dive kick, helps out a lot during this part, too. Let's see. Oh, shit. Ah. He always gets me here. Okay. There we go. Got him. Alex says, can't wait for the Destiny stream Friday. Just wanted to pop in and say good luck with the stream today. All right. Thanks, Alex. Appreciate it, bud. Alright, so yeah, so that was Streets of Rage 2. I could sit here and play through this entire game, but I won't do that because there's some other stuff I want to look at. So yeah, this is the games menu, if you missed the top of the stream. It looks really cool. It looks like a 90s bedroom, what you would imagine a 90s bedroom would look like. There's a Sonic poster on the wall, Comic Zone poster, Streets of Rage, Revenge of Shinobi. There's a Super Soaker water gun on the floor. Then there's the TV, the Sega Genesis, of course. There's a Golden Axe right there, some Sonic and Tails comics on the floor. Let's see here. So yeah, so see how it says play, load, mods, and back. So if you push Y, you can get into the mods of each game. And in Ristar, for whatever reason, there's a ton of mods that people have added. So you have like the Toy Story game, Home Alone, and then here's the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers one that we're going to take a look at here. So yeah, of course, this starts with the imagined Mighty Morphin Power Rangers theme song that they came up with for the movie. Can't remember what year that came out, but man, hell of a time to be alive if you like Power Rangers. That's a good title screen. Alright, so yeah, let's just get right into it. Ivan Ooze. Hell yeah. So yeah, my stream will be wrapping up here in about 40 minutes, but I encourage everybody to go to giantbomb.com or explosiveruns.com. That's where they're holding all of their live streams. They've been going since Friday night. Gotta be that White Ranger. Green Ranger was always my favorite, and then of course when he became the White Ranger, I just lost my little kid mind. So as you can see, very similar to Streets of Rage and Golden Axe, side-scrolling fighter. A little bit more faster combat, which I always appreciated. I mean, of course, obviously I was playing as Max in Streets of Rage, so there was a reason for my character being slow-moving at least. Yeah, I definitely appreciate the fast combat of this now that I've finished playing Streets of Rage 2. I remember playing through and beating this game as a kid was really difficult. Now with the mods and stuff, I think you can adjust the difficulty even in a lot of these games, but some of these old games are fucking hard. So I leveled up? Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. I can't remember what that coin power-up does. I don't know if it gives me an extra life or what. And my fiance Christa says in the comments, go Power Rangers. Damn straight. Oh, life up, okay. I could have swore the first time it said power up, but I might have missed something. Yeah, it gets pretty difficult, especially when they gang up on you like this. So yeah, like I said, sorry to anybody who's leaving comments and any of the Giant Bomb stuff. It's not cooperating with me, that or I just don't know if my page is live on there yet. So the only comments that I'm seeing are my actual Twitch channel comments. Oh, Ivan Ooze fucked me up. Let's see, maybe I'll switch it up. Play as the Red Ranger this time. Oh boy, was not looking at the screen for that. Forgot about the cars that can combine. Ugh. Alright, so yeah, I think after this level is wrapped up, I'm going to switch to Sonic 2. And Christa said your favorite was the White Ranger, right? Yep, definitely. Green Ranger first, because that's what Tommy was before he became the White Ranger. But yeah, for sure. I never watched a lot of Power Rangers past. I watched Mighty Morphin when it was on TV and everything. Watched Zeo or Neo, whatever it was. The space ones. Turbo, Power Rangers Turbo. And then maybe 1 or 2 iterations after that, and then that's when I stopped. I've gone back and watched some episodes of Mighty Morphin on Netflix recently, and it's still goofy as ever, but I still love it. Ugh. Can't pass up that coin. Christa said that Powerpuff Girls is the closest thing she had to Power Rangers. Yeah, I could see that. I wish that Power Rangers was more inclusive, but now that I think about it, I don't remember a lot of girls in my school ever wanting to watch it. It was definitely more of a boy-centric show. But, you know, on the other hand, I also did watch a little bit of Powerpuff Girls here and there when I was a kid. If it was on TV, I would turn it on, so. Some shows are just like that, I suppose. Yeah, Christa said she would have loved the Pink Ranger. Yeah, that's true. I guess the girls that did watch it would have liked Trini or Kimberly the Pink Ranger. It still, like, just makes me so sad thinking about what happened to Trini, the actress that played the Yellow Ranger. She died in a car accident, like, in the middle of one of the seasons, I think, too. So they just had to replace her character, and that's when they brought in Aisha, I think, as the Yellow Ranger. Yeah, you hear some not so great things about Power Rangers and like that set that they filmed on and stuff. Like Billy the Blue Ranger was a gay man, and I know that they gave him a lot of shit about it to the point where that's why he ended up leaving the show. So that's awful to hear, but it was the 90s. Not to say that people still aren't like that now, but man, that sucks so hard to hear that. So between him leaving because of that and then Trini dying in that car accident, it's like, man. This level's a lot longer than I remember it being. That one attack is a nice crowd clear tool. Okay. Okay, so that's the end of that level. I'm going to check in real quick on the streams here and see what's going on. Okay, so yeah, so we're going to switch now. So that was Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie, the game. It's a mouthful there. So now I'm going to switch to Sonic the Hedgehog 2. See, I wonder if there's any mods for that. Also, Shaq Fu. So yeah, so we were talking earlier about how they just put full games in as the mods for a lot of these. Oh, Sonic Halloween. Okay, well, I'm not going to see that and not wonder what that is. I don't remember downloading. Oh, nice. So it's like a Halloween-themed Sonic the Hedgehog. Haunted Hill Zone, Act 1. Oh, this is incredible. Even the enemies are properly spookified. This is really cool. Here I was just going to play Sonic 2, but man, now I'm glad I checked this out. Man, there's like a different soundtrack for it and everything. Yeah, I need to look more into this mod stuff because it fascinates me. Because it's like I grew up hearing like familiar like sound effects and theme songs and soundtracks and stuff, but man, it's just like, this is so different. Well, this is the same. So let's see. So yeah, for some reason they have not marked me as live on the Giant Bomb page yet. So, oh well. Thanks to everybody who's here anyway. So yeah, so that was the Halloween mod for the first Sonic, and now we'll actually get into what we came here to do, which was Sonic the Hedgehog 2, which in my opinion, like I said earlier, is the best Sonic game, but first one's still classic, you know, but I think I just have always liked 2 a little bit better. Yeah, the zone that I really particularly like in Sonic 2 that I think puts it over the edge for me is the Chemical Plant Zone. Which, if we can get through this fast enough, we might be able to get there. With some of these Sega Genesis games, I notice there's a little bit of an input lag, which is frustrating. Especially considering this isn't even one of the modded ones either, but still cool that I have a way to be able to just like plug in and play these whenever I want. Okay. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm just going to try to get through this first zone here so I can get to Chemical Plant Zone. Which is funny because, like, as much as I like it, I think I like it mostly for the soundtrack, because actually playing it's kind of a pain in the ass, because it's the one where you keep falling into the water and you drown very quickly. So, shit. Yeah, there's like a weird slowdown on this. Okay, so now we're at the Dr. Robotnik boss battle here. Sometimes I can get 3 hits out of him by the time he reaches the other side of the screen, but usually I can't because I bounce backwards. Yeah. There we go. Christa says, I never had a Sega Genesis, but if I did, I would have played the shit out of these games. Yeah, that's kind of where I was with it, too. I played them because I had them. Now I'm going to stop talking for a minute because I love this soundtrack. Ah, man, okay. was close. Alright, yeah, so that's Sonic 2. Looks like I got about 20 more minutes left. So if you have any games in particular that you see on this shelf here that you want to see me play, be sure to shout them out soon. But otherwise, let's get into some of this weird mod stuff. So yeah, Spider-Man and Venom is the mod game for Streets of Rage 1. Streets of Rage 2, except unfortunately, okay, I can't remember what that one is. And then, so apparently it was censored. I can't remember the whole story behind that, but yeah, there's a mod that restores the stuff that was censored. Road Rash, The Haunting starring Polar Guy. Oh yeah, so Christa wants to talk about the charity. So I talked about it at the top of the stream, but it's through giantbomb.com, which is a video game website, like probably my favorite one. And they organize this community endurance run. So it's the GBCER. 2019 is what we're playing for. I've already raised $105 for Pencils of Promise, which is a childhood education charity. So thank you to everybody who donated for that already. Donate still if you're able. This endurance run's been going on since Friday night, and I believe it concludes tonight with Pat Bear, which is a guy that, if you want to go check my channel, we did a Let's Play of Dream Daddy, Dad Dating Simulator. I don't know what game I just clicked on. I might be getting out of this real quick. Oh, The Lion King. Yeah, I know Christa's going to be upset at me for skipping this one, but that game's just not very good, unfortunately. Alright, let's see. Earthworm Jim, Addams Family, Wacky Worlds. So yeah, this Wacky Worlds one, I started playing a little bit of this the other day, and this was a game that came with a mouse. Like, if I'm remembering right, it came with like a mouse, but it wasn't exactly like a computer mouse, but you could still like use it to like click on stuff. But yeah, you had this little white gloved hand, and you would click and drag stuff. And, like, I just don't remember there being that much to this game, but I remember playing it for hours as a kid. Yeah, Christa's saying no in the chat. See, Sonic's, like, the mascot, because this is, like, a Sega-published game. And it's like you go into these different worlds, and, yeah, you can just, like, pick stuff up and, like, move it around and just put it anywhere. And then if you click and drag up this, you can, like, do weird stuff. Like, it brings things to life. Yeah, like, see, it like brought the scarecrow to life when I clicked on it with this hand. Like, all the hands do different things. And then this one, you can like change the colors of stuff. So I can click on the moon, and I can just change the moon to be like green if I want. And now the moon's just green. So yeah, so this is a weird thing I stumbled upon the other day. It's one of those games that, like, I haven't thought about it for years, but now that I've seen it again, it brings back a lot of memories for me. Yeah, and then the bomb finger just destroys everything. And I'm trying to remember what the top menu does. Yeah, you can, like, bring stuff in, too. You can bring new stuff in. So, like, I can bring a ghost in, and he'll, like, fly around and do shit. I can bring this guy, this Igor-looking motherfucker. But yeah, no, I just wanted to show that off for a minute, because that's when I think about my Sega Genesis nostalgia. Oddly enough, that's one of the games. And like I said, I think it came with a mouse, so it made, like, moving stuff around, like, a lot easier. Let's see, Brutal Paws of Fury. Christa says Lion King is life, the circle of life. Yep. Streets of Rage 3. There's a Jurassic Park game I played. So yeah, like I said, go check out my Sega Saturdays video that's up on the Adjective Noun Gaming YouTube channel if you want to see some more of these games. But let's see, I can't remember. There's Paperboy mod in there. Dragon's Fury, Dragon's Revenge. I'm trying to look through here and see. Well, we might as well look at Shaq Fu while we've got this installed here. It says Joke Mod. So we'll see what this is. Oh, Electronic Arts. Look at that old EA logo. Oh, God. So I've never played this. I know they made a Shaq Fu 2 recently. Well, I'm not going to not play as Shaq. Alright. Oh, this is a fighting game? I had no idea this was a fighting game. This is so bizarre. I thought this was going to be like a side-scrolling, like, beat-em-up game like the other games, like licensed movie things, but this is so bizarre. I didn't know this is what Shaq Fu was. Now I'm curious to see what the new Shaq Fu is like, because it doesn't look like a fighting game from what I've seen of it. Yep, she downed me. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of combos you can do either. It's kind of just the kick thing. Like Shaq does these different kinds of kicks. Yeah, this is bad. I mean, I didn't think it was going to be like a masterpiece by any means, but damn. Okay, I got her now. Yeah, we're gonna exit out of this one and go see what else we got in here. Let's see. So yeah, Sonic Halloween mod in there. I played Return of Shinobi. Or is it? Let's see. Revenge of Shinobi. Okay, I can't remember if. Yeah, Revenge of Shinobi. This is, yeah, that's the one I played on my Sega Saturdays video. I'm just gonna flip through these really quick here and see if there's any mods that I'm forgetting about. Toe Jam and Earl, I never played a whole lot of that. Mutant League Hockey, VR Troopers. The VR Troopers game was what was shocking to me because I thought it was going to be just like the Power Rangers game, like a side-scrolling beat-em-up like I'd like, but it was a fighting game too. Mutant League Football, that's a pretty good one. So yeah, like I said, if you see any games that you want played on this stream, let me know here because we're down to about 15 minutes left. So thank you again to everybody who donated, everybody who tuned in. I do Extra Life every year, which is another charity stream, and I do that one for like 24, 25 hours, depending on if it's the weekend of the time change that I do it. But I just wanted to kind of dive in and do a short 1 hour stream for my first year, because a lot of people are streaming at the same time for this Giant Bomb Endurance run. So kind of just wanted to get in here, make my mark, introduce myself to everybody. And I'll definitely do a longer stream for Endurance Run next year. Let's see, Smash TV, Demolition Man, Doom Troopers. Christa says, dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow. I'm sorry I didn't sing the Circle of Life. I will play a little bit of NBA Jam here and wait and see if anybody requests any games. Yeah, like I said, on my end at least, I'm not showing up on the explosiveruns.com page. Like, my name's on there and you can see that my account is one of the ones that'll be streaming, but it doesn't say that it's live. It says that it's been offline this whole time. So that's kind of weird, but oh well. At least I got a few people to watch. Oh, this game. I always forget how good the soundtrack in this game is, too. I always hit this up anytime I go to any arcade or barcade or situation like that. Alright, now I don't, like I said, I'm a 90s baby, but I don't remember who a lot of these players are, but I do remember I love the 90s Cavs and the 90s Bulls. But for whatever reason, they don't have Jordan on here. It's just Pippen, Armstrong, and then that other guy, however you say that. And I wonder who Boston would have had at the time. Wilkins, yeah, Brown. Let's see, I think I'll just go with Cleveland. I gotta have Mark Price. I think I'll go with Price and Doherty. Tonight's matchup, Cavaliers versus Mavericks. I've always been kind of bad at this game, so apologies in advance, but I really do like sports games a whole lot. Like I said, my buddy Alex, who stopped in the stream earlier, he has a channel called Swirly Games. So check that out if you get a chance, if you're into sports games, because his channel is 100% based around MLB The Show. That game just came out last month, and he and I have been playing the shit out of that. And we did a stream 2 weekends ago. Yeah, I think 2 weekends ago of MLB The Show. And had a lot of fun doing that with him. So yeah, he's a good guy, makes some good content. So go check out Swirly Games on Twitter and YouTube. Okay. Oh, I thought that was a three-pointer. Man. Foot must have been on the line. Yeah, I've always thought the computer's pretty hard in NBA Jam. Oh, that was definitely going to be a block. I also thought Mark Price would be better at stealing because he's a little guy. Ah. There's like a touch you gotta get a little touch for shooting, and I just don't quite have it after all these years. And I feel like your computer teammate doesn't really do a lot for you either. Like I feel like he should be blocking a lot of shots as the tall guy. Okay, there we go. So now we're down 11-6. Okay. Oh, yep. They're gonna be on fire here before we know it. Oh, really? Alright. There we go. Damn. Yeah, they're whooping my ass. Okay. I got 9 seconds here. Wow. Yeah, the computer's very aggressive, aren't they? Let's see, I'll switch it up a little bit. I'll go with the 2 big guys this time. See if that helps me out any. Nice. Okay, there we go. Really? God. Oh, like half court shot. Oh, I knew that wasn't going to sink. All right. I'll play up to halftime here, and then we'll switch to our final game of the stream. Like I said, if anybody has any requests for anything they want to see, let me know, because otherwise I'll just go on to the final game. There we go. It was a nice 3-pointer. Bring us back in. It's also weird playing these on an Xbox One controller because it's like you have muscle memory, but like of a Sega Genesis controller, not an Xbox controller, so the button placement's really weird. Oh, nice. Okay. There we go. My guy will dunk it now. There we go. Back in it. Now I want to keep playing, but I know that I won't get through it by the end of my stream. Christa wants to see Lion King. We'll at least show her a little bit of Lion King, just to appease her. Nice. Okay. Ah, I forget that it like pauses you before that. Okay, so yeah, just for my fiance Christa, we will show a little bit of the Lion King if I can remember where that mod was. Might have been in Streets of Rage 3. No, it wasn't there. Maybe 2. There we go. Alright, I'll show a little bit of Lion King, and then we'll go on to our last game, which will be Golden Axe. Okay. All right. So yeah, thanks to everybody who tuned in. We're down to our last 10 minutes of my stream here. I played a little bit of this on Sega Saturdays, and it didn't control particularly well, so I'm not too excited to dig back into this one, but... Alright, let's see. So I think you don't have an attack or anything. I think you just jump on things to beat them here. Okay. I gotta grab this one up. Yeah, I remember them advertising the shit out of this game when I was a kid. Like when I'd be watching Power Rangers or something, seeing the commercials for all the games that I wanted. I know I definitely always wanted to play this as a kid, but never got to. So let's see. Yeah, I think this is about where I get every time. I like get confused about where to go. Maybe it's, yeah, just up and over here. Oh boy. Okay.
Everything the light touches is our kingdom.
Bug toss. Also, you just gotta run around and... Okay, I didn't grab any of them. Cool. Bugs collected 1. Awesome. Alright, so that was the Lion King, and then we're going to go on to our last game of the stream here, which will be Golden Axe. Be over to the left here. Oops. So yeah, this is similar to, if you've never played it before, it's similar to Streets of Rage and those movie games that I was talking about, the side-scrolling beat-em-up type games. Another game with a really good soundtrack. Okay. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll play about 5 minutes of Golden Axe, and then I'll be done for the day. I encourage you to go to giantbomb.com and explosiveruns.com and check out the other people who are doing endurance runs. Or just streams, I should say, as a part of Endurance Run. Might as well use my big power-ups whenever I get a chance, because I'm not going to play through... Now, normally you would save them, you know, of course, for whenever your screen is full, but... Ugh, these fucking people getting me cornered. Yep. Yeah, I always like to run up and get the high ground up here if I can. Except now I'll have to jump higher and get this guy. Maybe I'm thinking of a different part. Okay. Here we go. Alright, now would be a good time to use one of these power-ups. That guy's just like frozen over there. I don't think I've ever seen that happen. That's wild. Oh. Okay, and that's going to just about do it for me. Again, my name is Josh. My channel is Adjective, Noun Gaming. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Twitter. Most importantly, you can find me on YouTube. That's where all my content's at. Like I said, we do Sunset and Stardew on occasion, which is a Stardew Valley Let's Play with my friend Buddy Ben. Lately, we've been doing a Phoenix Wright Let's Play called Objection. I've been doing live streams with my buddy Alex. Again, reminder, Friday night at 8 o'clock, we're doing a Destiny 2 stream. So you can find that on the Twitch channel that you're watching this on now. And then archives are always uploaded to YouTube like 1 to 2 days after usually. But again, thank you so much to everybody who donated. We raised $105 for Pencils of Promise, which is the charity that Giant Bomb Endurance Run is working to raise some money for, which is a childhood education charity. So I think last time I checked, their goal was $10,000, and last time I checked, I think they were up to like $11,000. So they've exceeded their goal for the weekend as well. So that's great. So yeah, if you like what you saw here today, go check out my stuff, Adjective Noun Gaming, on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, Mixer, wherever you like to get your gaming content at. But thanks to everybody for tuning in and donating. And I'll see you guys next year for another Giant Bomb Endurance run. But yeah, if you like what you saw, come by the channel this week, and we got some more exciting stuff planned for you. We'll see you guys later.